Hello students, and welcome back to Hexxit Education. And today we'll be having the second episode of our double potions arc. We're talking about Xeno's Reliquary potions. And this will be considerably easier than in our last episode. We talked about, well, frankly, a lot of very boring potions related information. The reason is that Xeno's Reliquary has all of its crafting recipes for potions, and yes, these are crafted potions available through NEI. But I'm going to present them in a way that might make a little more sense than looking at just a normal wiki. So without further ado, let's dive into our lesson here. Okay, so first thing we need to talk about here are all these sort of base ingredients that are used in all the recipes for Xeno's Reliquary. The first of which is the empty vial that is this here, which is made by taking 5 glass panes, which will give you then 5 empty vials. Then you'll take the empty vial, put it, right-click on it with a water source, and you'll get a vial of ordinary water. Simple enough. You'll then take a vial of ordinary water, and for the most part, we're going to do two things. You're going to combine it with either a this configuration, which gives you condensed solvent, or you're going to do a condensed splash solvent. The main difference is that both require nether wart and glowstone, but one of them requires redstone, and the other one requires gunpowder. Just as in splash potions for vanilla potion making, the gunpowder will yield you the splash serum. In general, we're talking first about the condensed solvent. So, what's the condensed solvent used for? It's used to make elixirs, which is the first level of Xeno's Reliquary potions. First off, we have elixir of speed, which is the condensed solvent with sugar, redstone, and glowstone, and it will give you 5 minutes of increased movement speed, or rather speed 2. The elixir of digging, which is solvent plus redstone plus glowstone plus a bone, which will give you 5 minutes of haste, basically haste 2. Elixir of strength, which is made with blaze powder, will give you 5 minutes of increased damage by 3. Elixir of healing, which is made with 2 glowstone and a glistering melon, which is from vanilla. You know this is made by surrounding, it's made with a melon with a gold nugget. That will give you heal for 6 hearts. The elixir of bounding, which is made with a feather, and will give you 5 minutes of jump 2. Regeneration, which is made with a gas tier, kind of expensive, but will give you a minute's worth of regeneration 2. Elixir of resistance, which is made with a piece of leather and some redstone, relatively cheap, will give you 5 minutes of increased damage resistance, fairly useful in the early game. Elixir of fire warding, which is made with magma cream and 2 redstone, will give you 5 minutes of fire resistance. Elixir of breathing, which is made with an ink sac and redstone, will give you 5 minutes of water breathing. And elixir of sorry, I'm getting myself. The elixir of infravision, which is made with a golden carrot, which is a carrot surrounded by golden nuggets. And redstone will give you 5 minutes of night vision. However, if you then use this elixir of infravision, you can make, if you add fermented spider eye plus redstone, 5 minutes of invisibility with an elixir of invisibility. So quite useful. Okay, next up, we just talked briefly before about the splash serum. So, the condensed splash serum, as I said before, is made with the vial of ordinary water, nether wart, glowstone, and gunpowder, and you use the condensed splash serum to make the following splash serums. So, we have the poison splash serum, which is made with fermented spider eye, and redstone. Will give you will poison mobs in a small AoE for 60 seconds. The splash acid serum, which is made with glistering melon, fermented spider eye, and glowstone, will give you 12 damage versus undead. Splash confusion serum, which is made with a golden carrot, fermented spider eye, and redstone, will give you confusion for 60 seconds. I believe this is somewhat similar to blindness, whereas they can't sort of shoot at you or see you, as far as I understand. The splash slowing serum, which is made with sugar, fermented spider eye, and glowstone, will give you 60 seconds of slowness. Splash Weakness Serum was made with Blaze Powder, Fermented Spider Eye, and Glowstone. Will give you 60 seconds of weakness. Sorry. Splash Wither Serum, which is actually made with a Wither Skeleton Skull. This is actually a very expensive recipe. I would not recommend making this. And Glowstone will give you 60 seconds of Wither effect, so that would be enough to kill most things, even bosses. Splash Blinding Serum, which is actually made with 2 golden carrots and a fermented spider eye, will cause blindness for 60 seconds. Splash Ruination Potion, which is actually a hybrid potion. It's made with the Slowing Serum, Weakness, and Poison, and a Glowstone. Will give you 3 of the, which slows, poison, and weaknesses all for 60 seconds. This is for very difficult mobs or very annoying players. And last but not least, the Splash Fertilizer Serum. This is not terribly useful in and of itself. However, you can use this to make, among other things, the Lily Fat of Fertility. So that's its primary use. Okay, and so we come to these sort of special potions, which are found in Xeno's Reliquary. And these are a little more complicated because they require some of the previous potion we talked about. So first thing we have here is the ablative protection potion, which gives you resistance against fire and damage for 3 minutes. It is made with 4 each of the fire warding and resistance potions, but gives you back 8. So fair upgrade there. Next up, we have Alchemical Potence. This will give you 3 minutes of strength and haste for a digging boost for 3 minutes. This is made with 4 each of the Strength Potion and Bounding Potion. But you get 8 back, so it's not a terribly upgrade. Next is the Alchemical Celerity Potion, which will give you 3 minutes of speed and jump boost. And it's made with 4 elixirs of digging and elixir of speed. Next up is the Grand Panacea. This is made with milk and 4 each of the elixirs of healing and elixir of regeneration, but will give you 30 seconds of regeneration plus 6 hearts and poison ailment curing. So very useful in general. And the very last potion we have here is this one, Love Potion number 9. This is made with a condensed splash serum, cocoa beans, rose red, and redstone, which causes animals to mate. I guess if you don't happen to have a lot of wheat, this is fairly useful because it causes an AoE of animals to mate. Okay, and this comes to the end of our lesson on Xeno's Reliquary Potions. Relatively easy to understand, and they are found in the NEI if you know where to look. In general, I just want to reiterate, we have several different layers here. We have the elixirs, then we have the splash serums, we have the sort of special potions beyond that. I recommend if you plan going into any major battles, might want to pick up 1 or 2. But in general, the ingredients are relatively simple to come by. They're pretty much vanilla recipes, but made in the crafting table as opposed to the brewing stand as vanilla recipes are. So this has been Kanakadia for Hexxit Education. Class dismissed.